Hello everyone and welcome back to the 2024 Trilogy Funds Australian Pickleball Championships. My name's Dylan Kimlin. Sitting alongside me here on camera is Adam Hall as we're getting ready for our Open Mixed Gold Medal. And we are set for an absolute doozy, ladies and gentlemen. These players are elite at the highest level. We have in the blue the duo of Townsend and Hargreaves, and they will be taking on Roos van Reek and Joey Wild. This will be 3 games to 11, win by 2. Should we get to a third game, the players will swap at 6, utilising the Franklin X40s. Franklin, the official ball of Pickleball Australia.
Well, sorry, Dylan. I was just catching my breath here as we get into this gold medal match. What a match this is going to be. Joey Wild and Mitchell Hargreaves. Last night, last game on this court, gold medalists in our gender doubles event. And Summer Dalabona, sorry, not Summer Dalabona, Roos van Reek, who played with Summer Dalabona, also a gold medalist in the gender doubles event yesterday. Danni-elle Townsend, well, she'd like to join this gold medal crowd, but if she's to do it, she's going to need to do it with her partner in Mitchell Hargreaves here.
Yeah, and let's have a look at some of these stats. I've got the Australian rankings up here for you all. Joey Wild currently ranked the #1 Open Mixed Doubles player. Mitchell Hargreaves currently ranked the #2 Open Mixed Doubles player for men's. For the women's, Danni-elle Townsend ranked the #1 Mixed Open Double player. And then if we go to the doubles aspect of it, Roos van Reek currently ranked the #2 Women's Open Doubles player. For the men's, Joseph Wild ranked the #1 Men's Open Doubles player. And then singles, these guys are all elite once more. Mitchell Hargreaves ranked #3. Joey Wild ranked #4.
Well, it just goes to show that if you're spoken about in the same breath in these Australian rankings, you are in extremely good company, Dylan, because on court, the cream has risen all the way to the top here. We've got Roos van Reek, ball in hand at the baseline. Looks like they'll be serving to start this match, this gold medal match, the Australian Pickleball Championships 2024 Trilogy Funds.
Rose, you good?
Gold medal.
Good luck, everyone. Enjoy.
We're ready to go.
0-0-2.
Roos van Reek to serve, Danni-elle Townsend to receive.
That's just a game of keepy-uppy.
I was wondering when the ball was going to touch the ground again. Volley, 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 volley.
0-0-1.
Nice play there by Roos van Reek just to get to that one and that net roll. She wasn't going to give up on that one.
Oh, Joey Wild with the hands is good. The Ernie landed. An interesting fact for our viewers at home, ladies and gentlemen, that Joey Wild, Danni-elle Townsend have been dominating the PPA Tour as a mixed doubles pairing. Here they find themselves going head-to-head. And also Joey Wild, Mitchell Hargreaves teammates for the Sydney Smash.
Nice backhand slap there from Danni-elle Townsend. We're going to see that from time to time in this match, Dylan. Just wondering what Joey Wild's got in store for Danni-elle Townsend. He knows firsthand just how great of a player she is.
Oh, and we saw the play style from Townsend. She was actively taking on Lucas Pascoe on that front-on volley battle. It's going to be interesting to see if she decides to take on Joey Wild, considering how ridiculous his hand speeds are.
Townsend just pumping herself up there, just winning that dink battle. First to pull the trigger was Joey Wild. Watch out when he puts those two hands on that paddle, folks. You're going to see some extreme spin on that ball.
The first time I ever got to see Joey Wild playing was at last year's APC. I'm fairly certain he either teamed up with Mitchell Hargreaves or he went head-to-head. No, he teamed up with him, yeah. And my goodness, blown away immediately at how good he is.
Ooh, a feisty forehand there from Townsend.
Sorry, 202.
Interesting there that Townsend just looking a little untidy at this early part of the match. Not going to cost herself too many points here, but after looking so clean, there's a little tidying up to do.
Oh, the angle from Townsend is exquisite. And that forces the second server.
Well, the calibration there from Townsend was immediate.
Roos van Reek, regarded as one of the best right-side players in the country, can definitely play left side, let me tell you that. But playing with someone as competent on the left as Joey Wild makes this a scary combination.
Oh, and the favourable net roll there from Joey Wild on the Yola net with the Franklin X40 ball with the Franklin paddle. A stylish leave there from Townsend. That one goes long.
And we saw this occur against the opposition of Burr and, Hayet and Pascoe. Townsend and Hargreaves just got a huge set of points very quickly.
041.
Oh, read it well. See what the call is.
Hard to get a determination on all these players' faces.
Yeah.
They're in game mode, Dylan. Fully focused.
Awfully close. Oh, the angles there from Danni-elle Townsend, moving left to right, tried going the forehand flick down the middle. Once again, just long.
241.
Oh,
Nice.
Van Reek.
You said she can play left, but you see her dominating the right, Dylan, with that forehand down to Hargreaves. Not much you could do with the speed of that one.
Interesting here, Adam. We are seeing a lot of cross-court action between Wild and Hargreaves. Gentlemen opting to dink this one out.
Yeah, well, to be honest, Dylan, I think it's just how dangerous Joey knows that Danni can be. Obviously, in that previous match, which we watched with Townsend and Hargreaves up against Pascoe, we saw time and time again when Pascoe went to the speed up of Danni-elle Townsend, she proved incredibly dangerous and won more points than she lost there. So I dare say Wild's just trying to keep the ball away from her at the moment.
Now it's landed in. Roos van Reek with the speed up at the shoulder of Mitchell Hargreaves.
Well, the reflexes there from Hargreaves saved the day. That ball finding its way inside the baseline. Well, the spin and the velocity on that ball, it meant that Joey Wild was waiting patiently for the drop of that ball. Thought he would just be able to dink that one over, but it spun backwards into the net and gave him absolutely no chance at a shot.
That's a body. Townsend collecting taxes at a premium. Poor old Joey Wild's just had a net not go his way and then has clocked a tattoo from Townsend. Take two.
Yeah, you won't see that too often, folks. I just think that Joe Wild just maybe needs a moment or two to settle himself. He's seen some unlucky occurrences on his side. Talked before about keeping the ball away from Townsend, not wanting to speed up against her. We just see a speed up there from Hargreaves, and we've got a timeout here on the side of Van Reek and Wild in this gold medal match. We see Townsend and Hargreaves up 7-3. We're going to bounce into a short commercial break from the 2024 Trilogy Funds Australian Pickleball Championships.
Welcome back to KDV Sports, everyone. We currently have our Open Mixed Doubles gold medal event underway. Game one for the traditional scoring format. It's been an exciting game to get us going. 4-point difference between the two, Adam, but I do feel that Townsend and Hargreaves probably deserve a couple more points than that. They feel like they're dominating.
Yeah, we were speaking off camera just about how no side wants to give points away. So you're seeing some very patient pickleball here, Dylan.
Oh, Mitchell Hargreaves, 2 shots in a row. He's done that double-handed backhand right down the line. Absolute perfection.
And this is interesting here to note that, you know, Joe Wild is not trying any speed ups against Townsend. He's wanting to dink cross-court more and more to Hargreaves, and the more he does that, the more opportunity he gives Hargreaves to figure things out. And you can see here him wind up for the double hand backhand there to find the sideline of Roos Van Reek. The door well and truly left open in that one. And things just not going the way of Wild and Van Reek at the moment, Dylan.
Well, that net, once again, has run havoc on the duo in black, closest to camera.
10-3-2.
We have a game point situation for Mitchell Hargreaves. Oh, Van Reek right in the corner, and that might be a confidence booster.
Well, the revenge dish, best served cold there for Van Reek, getting payback at the sideline of Hargreaves there.
3-10-1. Second server, yours, Rose. 3-10-2.
Bang, that's gone.
Right out.
And I just thought there that Wild and Van Reek were starting to transition really well. Some nice defense, but ultimately the class of Mitch Hargreaves with that overhead smash.
Oh, jabbing. Townsend winning that exchange, or rather losing that exchange. That was good there from Joey Wild.
10-3-2.
Well,
long.
a couple of gutsy plays here from Wild, speeding it up at Townsend. I said earlier, you won't see that very often, and the guts to do it. And off service, Dylan. 3-10 down, trying to chase down this deficit.
There we go. We spotted a trend here, Adam.
Point.
Joey Wild with that double-handed backhand, cross-dinking towards Mitchell Hargreaves. Last 2 times he did it, Hargreaves had a double-handed backhand towards Roos van Reek, resulting in 2 points. We've now seen a slight change here from Joey Wild, and as a result, momentum slowly shifting.
Oh, Wild getting on top of Townsend here. At this point in the game, this is highly impressive pickleball, folks.
5-10-1.
You think pressure phases these players? Not at all. There's that speed up towards Roos van Reek again. She's lucky that didn't fall. She would have been told off by our official Jay, who was watching like a hawk.
And Roos van Reek, considered one of the absolute darlings of Australian pickleball. Her lips were pursed there, but I could see that she was screaming on the inside.
Point.
This is much better from Van Reek and Wild. Survived so many game point situations.
Right out.
And they have to do it again.
10-6-1.
Oh, body. Dare I say a Sydney smash there. Joey Wild taking out his captain.
Well, way to go, Wild, getting his body out of the way of that one. Playing that rally out and then ultimately getting a body bag on his captain and Mitch Hargreaves. Crucial times, Dylan. 6-10 now.
Point.
And that's an anticlimactic way to end the game. But game one has gone to the combination of Hargreaves and Townsend. What a thrilling effort from these two. They are dominant right now. And Adam's gone for a walk, so I'll talk to you guys at home by myself. How are we all doing? We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We've had an absolute pleasure calling everything. Remember, we do have all the singles action tomorrow for this Monday. We are going to jump into a quick commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. And we'll continue right after this.
All your life you strive, trusting your experience, pushing yourself to perform. It's no surprise that you expect the same from your investments. For over 25 years, Trilogy Funds has been trusted by investors to maximize income while preserving capital. So, for income performance, invest with Trilogy Funds.
Welcome back, everyone, to the 2024 Trilogy Funds Australian Pickleball Championships. Game 2 underway. Townsend and Hargreaves looking very solid right now. And they continue the fine form with a stare down.
Point.
Well, that was a really interesting exchange, Dylan. We'll get into it in a second. And that was an interesting exchange off the back of the previous, Dylan. Well, Joey Wild didn't appreciate the cheering from Townsend there because the net roll got in the way. It got Townsend the point there, and you just saw a very vicious speed-up backhand, which we have not seen. He wanted to take some revenge out on Townsend.
0-2-1.
All in good spirit, of course. These two, mixed doubles duo on the PPA Tour, of course. Accustomed to winning championships themselves.
Great shot. It's interesting, right, because Townsend and Wild are both so fiery. And Roos van Reek and Mitchell Hargreaves,
2-1.
silent as a mouse.
Well, that one was wild. Joey and Roos with the defense there, but Townsend forcing the error.
1-2-2.
Yeah, he's reading a play here from his captain. We saw that cross-dink rally from Mitchell Hargreaves typically result in a forehand, or rather a backhand going forward towards Ro van Reek. Joey Wild doing it back to Townsend.
1-1.
Oh, that is so good.
3-1-1.
And these come-ons are starting to mount here. Danni-elle Townsend, we saw how phenomenal she played in that semi-final, and we've seen a timeout pretty promptly called in this second game of this gold medal match. 4-1 to Townsend and Hargreaves. We're going to bounce into a short commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to have the rest of this all-important game two, seeing if Van Reek and Wild can get themselves back into the match.
Welcome back, everyone. 2024 Trilogy Funds Australian Pickleball Championships back underway. Close game. Oh, close one. That drive there from Hargreaves on the baseline, absolutely absurd. But the third shot drop not going his way. Oh, elite from Van Reek as usual. Roos strutting her stuff down that right side, side out.
1-4-1.
Townsend's called out. Oh, we'll see what happens here.
This will be a really interesting call here, Dylan. We might try and tune in.
Your point.
Yeah, and I think what you've seen there, folks, is that a distraction has been called with Townsend saying that ball was out, but it was actually played on
2-4-1.
by Hargreaves. So the point has been awarded against Hargreaves and Townsend there.
There it is again. We're seeing so many of these cross courts result in a speed up from the gentleman.
2-4-2.
Oh, that was shaping up to be some point, Dylan. Wild and Van Reek both having a swing at that point, keeping the defence alive, but the net not playing ball on that occasion.
Whew.
Point.
Bit of frustration there from Van Reeks, pegging it into the net.
Yeah, you rarely see her overhit the ball, Dylan, but on that occasion, I think that
5-2-1.
frustration has started to get the better of her. Just need to steady the ship now, Dylan.
Double net roll play on double Ernie. We're still good. Van Reek complete. But what a rally.
Well, I marvel in appreciation for the way that all these players can just mellow their tempers, and Van Reek there to finish that.
Side out.
And they've steadied the ship now, Dylan. They've regained service. Only 3-point deficit in this all-important game two gold medal match. Open mixed double division.
Oh my goodness. Joey's having no luck with these nets. If he was a fisherman, he'd be having a good day. Plenty of fish caught in the Yola net. Yeah, there's the Ernie again. Hargreaves orchestrated that perfectly.
Side out.
Speed up. Low at Van Reek, unable to get it back. Hargreaves to bring it in.
5-2-1.
And I feel like, Adam, that Joey Wild's been a bit frozen out here.
Maybe so, but I mean, when Townsend has gone at Joey Wild, she's coming up with some brilliant shots and some brilliant attacks, so don't expect that to stay the same.
Ooh. Hargreaves dominating right now. Joey Wild nearly pulled off the reset of his life.
2-2. Point.
Danni-elle Townsend pretty happy with that drop there.
We just see Van Reek and Wild having a conversation. Van Reek looking a little bit flustered. You know she's a superstar. She can bounce back.
Oh.
Point.
And look, Dylan, maybe it's worth noting that in the previous match for Wild and Van Reek to get here to the gold medal, they did encounter a tough 3-game match over an hour on court there. And maybe a little bit of fatigue after a very long day. Just setting in now.
Ooh, that hits a base. I know Hargreaves sends it to the stands. And I do just wonder whether Roos has asked Joey to take a little bit more of the court.
Yours, right.
We did see in that last point that they did lose before this one that she was really pushing to the left side. These players always adapting. The speed ups, man. The volley's doing damage.
2-8-2.
Well, this is really important now. 2-8-2. Well, how about that vertical on Rose Van Reek?
Oh, Rose Van Leap. She got up, and Joey Wild put it down at the end.
3-8-2.
Wow. Shot down the sideline from Hargreaves against Van Reek.
Do we have a tracker on how many earnings we've seen this game?
Eight, 3-1.
Well, 9-3-1, only 2 points away from a championship point here at the 2024 Trilogy Funds Australian Pickleball Championships. Townsend and Hargreaves.
Point. Timeout.
And we have a timeout here on the side of Wild and Van Reek, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have a breather and bounce back straight after this quick commercial break to continue the remainder of this game. Welcome back, everyone, to the 2024 Trilogy Funds APC. We have a gold medal point. And a gold medal secured. Joey Wild has had no luck with this net throughout this match. Townsend Hargreaves, your 2024 Australian Pickleball Championships Mixed Open Doubles champions. Incredible effort. And they are continuing to secure themselves as two of the best players in the country. Hargreaves already many number ones in many ranking situations. Danni-elle Townsend quickly claiming the throne. We may have a new queen of Australian pickleball, ladies and gentlemen, for the combination of Van Reek and Wild. Silver secured. And my goodness, what a set of days play we have had so far. We are going to bounce into a quick commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back live with Adam Hall, who has an interview ready for our winners.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the 2024 Trilogy Funds Australian Pickleball Championships. We've just witnessed a gold medal match here in the Open Division, and it's been taken out by Danni-elle Townsend and Mitchell Hargreaves. And Danni-elle Townsend, this is your first gold of the event. You played so phenomenally well. How are you feeling being a mixed doubles champion at the 2024 Trilogy Funds Australian Pickleball Championships?
Oh, it feels amazing. I like to think that mixed is one of my favourite events. I like playing on the right side in front of the guys, having a bit of fun and banter. And it was great playing with Mitch. Glad to get a gold. It's great.
And speaking of Mitch Hargreaves, he's defending a title, folks. 2023 mixed doubles winner, albeit with a different partner in Amelia Schmidt. Going into this, Mitch, you mentioned that you and Danny had never played mixed doubles in a tournament format before. Did you really think you'd be standing here winning another gold?
Yeah, I'm not really too sure. I wasn't thinking about it, but I know Danny's on a hot streak. You've won 4. Yeah, so I try and be aggressive, do what I could, and yeah, I think we worked well together.
And this event in a whole, you guys have had to play 5 pretty grueling games to win a gold medal. Today was by far and away the hottest day. I think it was topping out at 33 degrees. So just tell me a bit about your sort of weekly sort of preparations as a professional pickleball athlete that held you in good stead to get here, Danny.
I feel like the load in tournaments, local tournaments, is nowhere near the same as like MLP and PPA. But throughout the week, usually I train twice a day, sometimes 3, and then I do gym on top of that. So the load doesn't really feel too bad to me, and I know a lot of people's body wear down throughout the events. So I feel pretty stable and strong.
Well, you guys are exceptional athletes. I've got to say that. This is such a great tournament, and the victory is a little too long in the night for you maybe, Danny. Why don't you go take a break? Congratulations. You're going to be picking up a medal and standing at top of that dais. You are our gold medalist in the mixed division at the 2024 Australian Pickleball Championships. Can you believe it? Thank you so much for everyone tuning in on the live stream. We're going to come back with a little more live action before we say goodnight to you all. But stay tuned for a little more action coming up from the 2024 Trilogy Funds Australian Pickleball Championships.